Hey guys, it's Vic. How you doing? Have you ever heard the term, too many cooks spoil the broth? Well, it's the same thing in training. Sometimes too many movements spoil the exercise. So I'm going to start off with an exercise that a lot of us have done and a lot of us do, and let's talk about how we can make it more effective. The exercise I'm referring to is the bicep curl that starts off in a hammer style, and then you supinate the wrist and come on up to complete the curl. And I've come to realize over the years that the weights have to do their part, so to speak. If we find ourselves doing the lion's share of the work, we may as well just go like this and then flex our arms and just see how it goes. The weights have to provide something. There has to be an interplay between the body and the weights. So I'm all about finding the exercises that allow us to do our part, but the weights to provide the proper resistance. But when I'm doing this exercise, I find myself at the sweet spot of the exercise flipping. I do this little movement, I actually wind up missing my arm completely, and I find that in order to really get the sensation, I have to take over and exercise my dominion over this thing and flex my arm independent of the weight completely in order to feel anything in my bicep at all. And so what I'm trying to do is simplify things for people and give you a better way and a more direct way from point A to point B. And in my opinion, what we're missing here is the sweet spot of the movement. We're too busy flipping and figuring and not doing anything direct for our bodies. This, in my opinion, would be a better movement, or this would be a better movement. So let's try to find the exercises that are allowing the resistance to happen and allow the weights to do their part and we're doing our part. So there's this interplay between man and machine, so to speak. When we completely take over, it's not doing its part, right? So think about that and try to maybe separate this exercise, and I guarantee you'll feel it more. Even if you're used to doing this movement, why don't you do 5 reps like this, and then you do your 5 this way. I guarantee you're gonna feel it a heck of a lot more than this. In fact, really, really smart people can figure out a way to do that movement, complete that movement without feeling it in their biceps at all. I don't know if you've ever known anybody like that. There are some people who have actually figured out how to walk on a treadmill without doing any work at all. In fact, they swivel their hips in such a way that they're hardly breaking a sweat and they've walked 15 miles. It's kind of like the same thing. In this way, we're putting our body at a bit of a disadvantage in order to make the most out of the exercise. So I hope you like the explanation. Wish you guys all the best. Peace, love, and muscles. Visit me at Vic's Natural. Say hello on Facebook and take care.